Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Saints Gaming Rocket League action. My name is The Prive, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Maloche. We are casting the CCA Summer Series here today. Kermit, I'm so excited. How are you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm back to be on the mic. It's been a long week. I haven't really done anything. So this week I've been pretty busy. So, coming into this match, we got Ohio State University versus Saints Green. This is the B squad for Ohio State University. So I'm excited for that. Last time you guys seen them on this stream, it was a roller coaster, reverse sweep for the Saints. So that couldn't end any more dramatic as it did. So.
For sure. So, yeah, with the Saints green roster, we saw them play, not the green roster, we saw the other roster play the Ohio State A team. I think it was just last week. So, really interesting to see now us go against the B squad. And I know we were talking about this matchup beforehand while we were in call before we started this actual stream. And we were talking about St. Clair Saints green open bracket run, I guess you could call it, for the CCA Summer Series Open Division. And they've 2-0 so far to start off the season, right? They're doing phenomenal so far, dominating things in this open division. And we're talking Ohio State might be the best chance for a team to take down the Saints green roster.
Yeah, well, depending, because we have Ohio State for this first game, and then we have the Pitt Panthers in the next game. So we'll talk about.
Yeah, we've already had a 3-0 win against the Pitt Panthers there in that second game. So Ohio State now being the first game, I mean, I feel like with the dramatic scoreline that we had previously in that past one, it could really cause for the Saints to be a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, optimistic going into this one, knowing that Ohio State can put up a good fight.
Especially with how good their A squad is, they probably do learn from their A squad. So seeing the B squad, I'm excited to see what they'll do against Saints. But I think it's either going to be complete wipeout. Saints are going to 3-0 them, or it's going to go to Game 5. So it's one or the other.
No Game 4, no Game 4.
No Game 4s. So although me being wrong, that'd be something. I would like to see that too. But you never know.
He's not wrong very often.
Saints is definitely a strong squad in this open series, or this open. Yeah.
Open division. Yeah. That's CCA Summer Series Open Division. Yeah, so both rosters looking pretty good so far in the CCA in general, with our other roster being in the actual Division 1 sector of things for the CCA Summer Series. Very interesting to see. And now the St. Clair Saints green also doing very well. Really interested to see if they can keep it up here down in the open division. Like we were talking about last week, I don't know if those games were streamed exactly. I'm not 100% on it, but I know, they were not streamed. So, but I do know that they did dominate in those first two games. And that's huge for the green roster because it really helps with their momentum moving forward in this league.
Yeah, definitely. With absolute domination last week, you move into this week with all this momentum. So you have all this momentum being 2-0. Now you push it on. If you can dominate this week, then you're looking good for, again, moving on to each week, and stronger teams, you'll be more of a threat to every team. So momentum's on their side, and they got to go with it.
Yeah, so we will be starting here shortly, but beforehand, we will be giving a quick shout out to our sponsors because we would not be able to put on this production without them. So huge shout out to the St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Elliott, the Zekelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Like I said, would not be able to do this production without them. So really helpful from their support. And now finally, also quick shout out to you viewers coming in here as well. We love broadcasting all these games to you guys. And I'm so excited to get things underway here momentarily tonight. Kermit, how are you? I already asked you how you're feeling about these matchups, but how are you feeling a little bit more about the Pittsburgh matchup?
The Pittsburgh matchup, that's, what? That's already happened. So we 3-0'd them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a schedule change here from what I heard. We got Windsor for our second match, and if you guys seen it before, you guys always love it. It's your hometown Windsor, and you're St. Clair. So if you're from the area, you're excited for this match. Last time we versed, it was very close. So I'm hoping that it's close. I'm hoping we see Game 5, maybe Game 5 overtime, 10 minutes. That'd be something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the longest overtime I've seen actually on the Saints broadcast is I think we went into like a 6-minute one last semester. And it was like a 1-1 game, and then overtime came through, and it was like 6 minutes in overtime. It was such a defensive heavy game, and those are the battles that are actually pretty fun to watch every now and then.
Yeah, especially in overtime, man. It's so high, the tension, and
Oh yeah.
you just want to win it. You just want it over with, and 6 minutes. That's a long time for overtime. So maybe we could see a little bit longer for any of these teams. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, for sure. So Ohio State University right around the corner, like I was saying. Players probably just joining up in that lobby all together right now, and then things will be underway. But for now, I mean, to be completely honest, Ohio State, like I was saying just a few minutes ago, if you're new tuning in here just in this past couple minutes, Ohio State and St. Clair previous game was an absolute roller coaster. And honestly, I'd love to see that again. Like that, I remember how hyped we were during that reverse sweep from the roster. I mean, we were fired up there on the stream, and we were just absolutely screaming when the Saints were able to pull that one off.
Yeah, that was definitely a roller coaster for emotions. Are we gonna lose? Are we gonna win? Are we gonna score even a goal? And again, when you're down 2-0, it just takes one goal, and then you got to play your game. And Ohio State, their A squad fell into our game, and we just played the best we could. Turned it a lot over, and I mean, turned it over and won the series. Which, how often that happens? It's not often that you see a reverse sweep. So seeing your Saints do that is pretty sweet.
I think one of the big things here for the Saints to really close out this series is to get control of the game early, right? We see them so many times where they have to adjust to the other team's play style. Because Ohio State, they've played in practices and stuff like that since. They are probably going to be adjusting their play style a little bit here. Now, they know how the Saints play a little bit. Saints know how Ohio State plays a little bit. So I'm going to be interested to see on if they'll catch on to each other's play styles right away, right at the very beginning of things, or if it'll take a little bit of time, as we typically see with these Saints rosters, to get used to the other team's playstyle.
Yeah, definitely. There's a few things Saints have to learn, and I don't know when the last time I casted this exact squad was. So I know there's a few things with rotations and the double triple commits that I think they did work on. So hopefully they did, and I'd love to see them. If they corrected that, they can be unstoppable.
Oh, I completely agree. All about the early game plays. And just as this arena transition coming in, a new little broadcast feature here, checking out this arena before the game. But yeah, just as this kicks in, it means we are just moments away from starting this matchup. Kermit, St. Clair Saints Green versus Ohio State. It is going to be a good one, but it does look like the players back to the lobby. So we're not going to go right into the game from this one, getting all hyped up for no reason. But I mean, if they all backed out, the lobby is going to be getting regrouped right now, and we will be just minutes away.
Yeah, maybe need a new blue lobby or something. Need a refresh, but new server. But again, OSU, I don't know if I've casted this B squad, so I don't know exactly what to expect from them. So this is going to be a little bit of a surprise. And I mean, Saints probably looked at past VODs to study how they play, and I mean, if they do that, this could be a dangerous game Ohio State's going into.
Yeah, Ohio State, it's a very talented Rocket League school. I mean, same with St. Clair. Both these schools have a lot of Rocket League talent underneath them, and it's an absolute battle, not just between the teams, but also between the schools, right? With their who has the higher Rocket League talent, whatnot type ordeal there. So very excited to get things going. As you can see here, we will be looking at the arena. Players are all joining into this lobby here now, just seconds away from getting things started here. And Kermit, very, very excited. I just want these players to join up ASAP so I can get going. And it looks like we are getting players to join their team. So St. Clair Saints, we have Rahman, Kamal, and then we also have Nitrix. And then for the side of OSU, we have Bergs, I think that is, and we've got Diesel and Pope. So very excited to see how things play out, and we are off to the races, Kermit.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to finally get to cast and watch some more Rocket League. As you know, we'll see how Saints do. Normally it takes them the first game to warm up, and then they absolutely dominate. But they're going to try and start something early.
Yeah, nice little floater shot there, but it will not connect. Kamal now taking this into the zone, trying to get it in. Oh my god, a mayhem in front of the net. You see Ramen trying to help out. Nitrix going to keep the ball. That's actually centered right in front of their net, but there is an OSU player there ready for the stop. Now, just like that, St. Clair playing very aggressive early here, and it is looking solid for them so far, tournament.
Yeah, that's going to be a shot on goal, and that's
wow.
going to get the pinch on that 50-50 attempt by Nitrix? Or
yeah.
Oh yeah, Nitrix with the 50-50. And Poke got the best of that and pinched it in the net. That's going to be OSU with early lead.
Yeah, Poke would not have gotten that one there if like Nitrix did not tap that ball with him up there in that 50-50. But I'm not really too worried for the Saints. That was a little bit of a mishap there with the 50-50 shot. And now it is going to be back in the Saints favor. And I think this is a goal. Yep. Ramen's just dribbling it in front of the net. Ramen gonna find that one. St. Clair Saints tied up 1-1 a minute into the match. And just like that, your St. Clair Saints are back on the attack. And like that's kind of what I was saying, is I'm not really too concerned for the side of the Saints right now, because they have just looked so dominant here in this first minute.
Yeah, and that little taunt there from Ramen, not really what you want to do early on, but you know, if they're that confident, let them be that confident. But Kamal gonna try and clear this as he does, but no, not gonna go for it, as Saints are gonna keep it in the end and try to get a shot on net here, just a little wide.
Yeah, so Nitrix now going to be battling for this ball against Poke here in the midfield position. Nothing going to come from it, though. And that is a shot on net from OSU. Another one there, but both of those shots going to go wide. Another one from Poke going to go wide. It's a little scary there for the Saints, but now they are going to be back on to the attack of things here. Now, ball going midfield. Kamal looking to take that one. He has it in hand, flips it over the defender, but doesn't matter. OSU going to take control.
Yeah, Kamal tried to slow it down there, but the OSU player did not push like he was expecting, as Nitrix goes for the shot. Gonna get it top corner.
Top corner, so nice. I didn't think that was gonna go in. I thought that was gonna hit the post, but just sneaks in. Oh my god, that shot looks unreal there in that camera angle.
That is just the ball angle, the curve, everything had to go in for it, just to let it slip in as they take a mid-game lead.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from the Saints. 2-1 now is the score line here. OSU looking to take this one on to the attack. Bergs has the ball in control in the corner, goes for a one-on-one battle, will get centered for OSU, but St. Clair going to take it out of their territory and now put it into OSU zone and put the ball back on the attack. That's a good center opportunity, but we do have Diesel there to make the stop from OSU.
Yeah, Ramen had an opportunity there. I don't think he expected that, as Poke gets a demo, which would have been clutch, but I believe that was Nitrix gets a good clear. As I say that, they almost drops down, and Nitrix again kicking that out of our zone, of the Saint zone.
Yeah, nice little shot there for Kamal, just a little too high and a little too wide. And that is going to be the ball back into Saints zone. Nice little shot on net there, but Kamal there for the save. Ramen now looking to play off the ball a little bit here, but I feel like I've seen this ball bounce around the midfield so much since the first minute of this game.
Yeah, definitely bouncing around, and you know, quite a bit of whiffs from both teams. As Saints are going to get a shot on goal, but that's going to be hit away from Diesel, I believe that was. And Saints going to try and put more pressure on it. As it's going to drop in front of the net.
Oh, Kamal!
I was going to say big save by Diesel, but Kamal finishes it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot there. You know, really just keeping committed to that ball is the big play from Kamal there to put that one in there. Diesel would have knocked that away if it wasn't for the big commit there from Saints, mainly being Kamal. 3-1 game here now for the Saints, and that's a big goal to build themselves a little bit more of a cushion here, Kermit.
Yeah, you have a minute and a half left, 2-goal lead, so you're kind of comfortable, but you definitely don't want to get too comfortable. You definitely still want to play offense and try to get another shot, as Kamal just whiffs a little bit, which that could have put him up by another goal. But again, there's going to be a shot on goal for OSU, and Kamal's going to try and clear that out of there, but Poke again, there to make the offensive play.
Yeah, for sure. So now for the Clair Saints, they are looking to keep the ball on commit here. And like I said, it's just a lot of these midfield battles until one player finds like a breakaway opportunity. But for now, it's still a 3-1 game. Time is becoming of the essence for OSU. They do not have a whole lot of time to work with here anymore, Kermit. I mean, they got 40 seconds to score 2 goals. You got to score a goal every 20 seconds.
Yeah, which I mean is very possible. They just need the opportunities, as Rahman's going to slow this down and try to do something here, but he's not going to tease. He's not going to juke the OSU player there that was in net. And Poke's going to get an opportunity here, but Rahman makes sure it doesn't go out of the net, out in front of the net, and kicks it mid.
Yeah, so just like that, now this ball dribbling around OSU's net with only 15 seconds remaining. I'm going to call it now probably and say this one most likely going in the direction of the Saints. There's not really any more time to work with here from the side of OSU. And the Saints going to take game 1 over Ohio State University. Let's see how the rest of this series plays out. But, I mean, one thing left. Just got to wait for this ball to hit the ground. But the game is already over, technically. And okay, come on. This is pointless. All right.
It is, but I think if OSU would have had the goal there, I think that would have given them a little bit more momentum and hopeful going into game number 2. But both teams played excellent. And I mean, it was a back and forth game, game all series or all game. And I mean, the only times that we scored were when we got a breakaway or something and there's no defenders in net. So maybe expect a little more of that.
Yeah, but you'd also say from Ohio State, you probably learned from your mistakes a little bit there. And, you know, you really change up the plans around to make yourself a little bit, you know, more, like, less vulnerable, to the breakaways.
Yeah, definitely want to. Their only goal there was the 50-50 win, which was a gorgeous goal. And, I mean, there's a few things that they need to change, but other than that, they've been looking good. And you have to shut down Saints when they go to the air, and I mean, if you can do that, the game's in your hands.
For sure. So the Saints, though, keeping their offensive pressure on here throughout this whole series so far, and the start of game 2. And so now, I mean, the Saints just really trying to keep this ball pressure on. OSU, though, doing a great job of keeping the defense intact.
Yeah, Nitric's going to get a shot here to an open net and give the Saints a 1-0 lead 50 seconds in.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time into this matchup here, and the Saints find that early lead once again, only to carry up their momentum throughout this matchup. They are now on a 4-goal run, because OSU opened up the series with 1, and the Saints have scored 4 shortly after. So now, I mean, it's really up to OSU now to answer back after all these Saints goals have connected.
Yeah, and I mean, they're only down by 1, so that's a good sign for them. But again, you have to make sure you're hitting those, clearing the balls, and you have to, when you clear those, you have to push and try to get an offensive break. Unfortunately for that, Kamal's going to get a demo here, but Poke's going to keep the offensive pressure and try to do something with that. And
yeah, so 3.5 minutes remain on the clock here. 1-0 is the scoreline still in this game. So a little bit of a slower one here now. Very defense heavy, and I honestly was kind of anticipating this a little bit going into this game. I feel like the last time we saw the Ohio State roster play, or the Ohio State B roster, play against the St. Clair Saints Green, it was, I feel like, more of a lower scoring kind of defensive heavy game that really did rely on a lot of breakaways, but Rahman goes huge and takes that one away from the St. Clair net.
Yeah, that's a huge save right there. I mean, we're 2 minutes into the game number 2, and Saints still holding on to a 1-0 lead, so you can't get too comfortable. And I mean, they're not by any chance, as OSU's going to get an opportunity here, but they're going to kick it to the corner and try to get something going. As I believe that was Poke demos Kamal, and they're going to try and get something right here.
Yeah, so now about half the game has been played, and there's not a lot of action here on the offensive side of things for either squad. But I think the Saints are really looking to get a grip of things here now, slow it down their play style with this 1-goal lead, and set up for a really good opportunity, because they know a lot of these kind of like loose shots they're taking not really connecting.
Yeah, those are probably the most important shots. Even if they don't hit the net, they'll come up with a rebound and try to do something. That's almost going to drop in front of the net, but Poke going to clear that out. But Kamal's there to put that in front of the net again. And Nitrix just a little bit wide, but he's still up on the wall.
The tip.
With the patience. And nobody's there to commit as Kamal trying to do something. But OSU's defense standing tall, standing strong.
That's a nice center, but it will be knocked out by OSU. Like you were saying, the defense is standing strong. And St. Clair just trying to get past that brick wall of a defense right now from OSU, but it's not working out in their favor. Nitrix barely tipping the ball away from his net. Another shot opportunity. Good rebound from Bergs. Gonna find the goal for OSU, tying us up at 1-1 with only a minute and a half on the clock. The defense a little lacking there for the side of St. Clair.
That was a gorgeous redirect from Diesel. And then realizing that Saints made a save, he puts it back out in front for them to get the opportunity, and Burgess scores. So it's an even game, one apiece. And I mean, a minute 30 left should be interesting. I'm going to assume that next goal wins with the way both teams are playing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, Hermit. Next goal most likely going to close out this game as not a lot of time remains, and Nitrix finds it just after we say that. So I believe that puts a huge advantage into St. Clair's favor, not only for the game, but for this series in general. So, yeah, I mean, only a minute and 18 seconds to work with, both teams playing a very defensive play style, but I think that is quickly going to change for OSU as they're going to be against the wall right now with this scoreline.
Yeah, Ramen, that's a huge demo as Nitrix is going to try and get a little fancy here, but again, that was Diesel with the save, and demo after demo is just, I believe that's OSU just demoing everybody from the Saints as they don't get the opportunity that they need when they do that. So, but I mean, there's still 50 seconds left, and there's an opportunity here, but Nitrix with a huge save.
Yeah, so now at this point in the game, St. Clair Saints 2-1 still, 40 seconds remain. Both able to come up with a couple opportunities, but nothing going quite yet. One more goal from the Saints, I think, will really put this one away and put the nail in the coffin. And that's exactly what we're going to see Nitrix try to do. Put a shot on the net, not going to go. Ramen with another amazing save there. I believe that was from Bergs. And, I mean, at this point in time, if you're OSU, you are trying to commit everything right now. And the Saints just repetitively putting shots on net is not a good sign. Ramen finds an opening. Gonna put it in there. Poke with a nice little rebound, but that shot is through, and Kamal gonna find the goal, and that's gonna put this one away for the Saints.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for OSU, but I mean, Kamal, that's a gorgeous shot. You deflect it down, making sure that the guy in the top of the net's not gonna save it, and unfortunate for Bergs there. He was in the wrong place, wrong time, and didn't get the right jump on. As Poke almost gets a shot on goal there, and I think that's what they needed.
Oh, they could have a little bit of time to work with, but I don't think any of this time will be enough. And exactly as shown, St. Clair Saints now going to have 2-0 lead in the series over OSU, only needing one more. But hey, we've seen a reverse sweep between these two teams already before. I'm saying the series ain't over, not even close. So let's see how things play out.
Definitely not over, especially with the way that game ended. That game played back and forth, defense heavy game, and OSU the last minute, their defense was unbelievable. They got lucky with that goal at, I believe that was a minute 18 left in the game, so to put them in the lead. So other than that, I think that this series is anybody's still, and I honestly think those big saves gave them some momentum. So maybe we'll see OSU make a comeback.
For sure. I mean, OSU really did make a lot of great defensive plays in that last game. They're definitely not out of this series whatsoever. Just the Saints coming up good here in the first two games, really building their lead. And it's really got to make them feel a little bit more comfortable here moving forward. But they know there's never going to be a moment of comfort against an OSU roster.
Yeah, they're just one of those squads that will always be good. And I mean, that was a gorgeous play by Kamal trying to center that. And I mean, it's going to be back and forth. As I say that, Ramen gives Saints a 1-0 lead 20 seconds into this game.
Yeah, and his little F1 car down there, he is just going with it. And it is going to be the St. Clair Saints with that 1-0 lead. Only 20 seconds into this one, I honestly was not anticipating that early of a goal.
Well, I mean, the last game started off with 10 seconds in, so I think it takes a minute or two for OSU to get comfortable, and then once they do, that's when it's a back and forth game. And I also think that's why Rahman left the lobby there at the end of game number 2, is try to switch out his car, make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So 1-0 here now for the Saints still as more time has passed. But still lots on the clock. Rahman going for another opportunity there from way up with that aerial, bringing that ball down with him, keeping control. Kamal, nice little opportunity there. Going to bring it past the net. Pass it right to Rahman. That was a beautiful place up. He could have went for the shot, but Rahman is right there on the ground waiting for it. Let's just bring it into him and try for a better opportunity.
Yeah, Rahman again going to go off the backboard there, but looking for the double touch, but pokes there to make sure that does not happen. Nitrix going to get it over one defender. And Kamal just could not get there as Bergs clears the ball.
Yeah, so now, I mean, time still continuously ticking as OSU is still, I mean, we found an early goal and then there's nothing since, right? It's like such a dry spout after. So, yeah, both teams now back to their heavily defensive ways, with St. Clair really just taking advantage of huge opportunities. And I feel like OSU just haven't really been able to get their goals that ran up because they're spending so many time defending St. Clair's pressure.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job of it. So, Saints.
Oh, they are.
That's why they're only having one goal. As I say that, Rahman gets the shot, big save, but Nitrix puts that away.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Yeah, Nitrix just comes in, he sees the opportunity, and he takes it. And that's the big thing with this Saints roster and putting those shots on net. Those rebounds come through, and it just really puts OSU out of position. And if a Saints player is there ready to play off that rebound, really going to benefit them there. Now with a 2-0 lead in this matchup here, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remain. We're almost halfway through, but the Saints extending their lead is going to be absolutely huge for the Saints, and it's a little bit devastating now for the side of OSU.
Yeah, it's definitely not impossible, and there is definitely some opportunity as there's only 2 players. The Saints, that's going to be a shot on goal, and Kamal makes a massive save to keep them up by 2, and they're going to try and turn this into some offensive pressure.
Yeah, Rahman really putting a nice deflection on that ball, making it close, and Nitrix following it up with a rebound shot. Diesel going to be there to save the day, though, from the side of OSU, but this 2-goal lead is still here. Time slowly ticking. We're over halfway through this game here now, and OSU going to need to find one, and going to need to find one here soon if they do take this one, I believe.
Using the third player, that's a big save on the line. Oh, man, this might be momentum that OSU needs to get a goal here. That's going to be a centered, but Kamal is going to make sure it doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Demo
for demo.
Yeah, demo for demo. All series long has been incredible.
It reminds me of like hockey when like you got a really big hit onto somebody and then one of your teammates has to even the line up a bit and sends one out as well with all these demos here in this matchup. But a minute and a half remains, and OSU, like I was saying, I already said a few seconds ago, crucial for them to find a goal ASAP, and I am still sticking to my word on that. It's very crucial.
Yeah, you're getting down now, minute 20 left. You don't have too much time, and you just need something quick. As Saints are going to get an opportunity here, but poked, making sure if that doesn't happen, and they need to slow it down and learn Saints is fast. Everything about them is fast, so...
Yeah, it's so hard to compete with when everything is as fast-paced, but Diesel gonna find one with just under a minute remaining. That might be the start that OSU needs to try to find this game.
It starts with one goal, and that's exactly what they needed. They have a minute to score another goal, which isn't a lot of time, but it's enough time. It's enough time to get a face-off and waste a little bit of time and try to get something started.
Yeah, I agree with that one 100%. So now the Saints are going to be keeping up their offensive pressures, but Berg's going to set himself up nicely, and that's the goal. OSU finds one just 11 seconds later here, Kermit, and now we have a 2-2 game. The Saints are looking like they will be going to overtime unless another goal is scored here in this last 48 seconds. I know we've already said it once in this series, but I think one more goal in this game will most likely determine the winner.
Yeah, Diesel was bullying Nitrix in the net when he was trying to make a save. So that's exactly what you have to do against the Saints. You have to make sure when you get a shot, you have somebody there to demo their goalie or just to mess them up a little bit. And I don't think Saints are going to take that lightly as OSU tries to turn into an offense.
Yeah, I mean, OSU has really looked like they changed their play style. As soon as they could get a little bit more control over that Saints roster, they have put on all of their resources onto the offensive side of things.
Yeah,
so now a midfield battle real quick. But yeah, like you were saying, Saints looking like they're going overtime.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that out yet as the ball is still up in the air. There is no time left on the clock, and they're just going to let it hit the ground. I think that's the best part for OSU to do is bring it to overtime, get a reset, take a little breath, and go for it. This is your last chance.
Oh my God, Kamal! 6 seconds into overtime, just after Kermit goes, this is your last chance for OSU, but not anymore, as Kamal is going to end this series there with an overtime goal right off of the face-off. That is going to be your St. Clair Saints taking a 3-0 win over OSU and advancing to 3-0 in the CCA Summer Series Open Division. And we have another one here shortly after Kermit, but they played phenomenal there in that matchup against OSU.
That was a great series. Even though it was 3-0, it was a great 3 games from both teams. The defense from OSU was outstanding, could keep up with Saints and could do everything, counter everything. The only time Saints could score is when there's an open net.
Yeah, but I mean, the Saints brought OSU to positions all the time to allow for that open net to come through. So, you know, there also is some skill involved with that net being open in the first place. So, very good stuff there from the Saints. Very good stuff from Ohio State. They really looked like they were turning things around there in that final game before Kamal was able to just knock that overtime faceoff goal in. But minus the fact, as of right now, I mean, your Saints are looking good. Coming off of, I think they have 3-3-0 wins already in this division. I may be correct, but they should be 3-0 with 9-0 game count, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's a phenomenal win percentage.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want. And I mean, moving on, maybe even closer towards playoffs, it'll be seeding and all that. Having that 9-0, and if they can keep it, if they can keep doing 3-0s with 3-0s, if you keep doing that, and I mean, anything, it's all in your favor. So,
yeah, any team is going to be lining up against you and a little bit concerned because you just haven't dropped a game yet. It doesn't matter who you play. You know, you can play a school or another team that maybe isn't as strong, but they can still pull up a game just from a few, you know, nice open net opportunities, this or that. So for a team to consistently win all their games, it's absolutely phenomenal, and that's what we see there from the Saints. But huge shout out to Ohio State as well. Before we do switch over to a break here, before we get under for our second game of the night. Yeah, like I was saying, though, Ohio State playing good. Just got to keep it up, work on a little bit of things in practice there, and they'll be good to go for their future matchups. St. Clair Saints Green, though, got another big one ahead of them here very shortly. We are going to throw this one to a quick little break, so stay with us. My name is Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh as we get ready to go into Game 2.
Of course, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA Twitch channel, your home for all things St. Clair Saints Varsity Esports. We, of course, have ourselves another matchup up tonight, so be sure not to go anywhere, but we do have some more action happening throughout the week. Starting tomorrow, in fact, we do have our other AVGL Summer Series match. The second match should be our Gold Squad and their season finale. Green has their season finale coming up. The Golds is tomorrow. Then we'll see you twice on Wednesday as our League of Legends squad takes to the field for the first time for the DreamHack Beyond Collegiate Invitational. That'll be on DreamHack's channel, but I just have to confirm exactly which channel that is. So make sure you have us followed anyway, because I'll make sure that you get pointed in the right direction of that matchup when we know exactly which link it is. But then later on that night, on Wednesday, we do play up against Oakland in CCA Summer Series Division 1 action. That'll be with our Gold Squad. And Thursday, bit of a similar situation with the doubleheader. This time, of course, League of Legends DreamHack Beyond Invitational again. And then Georgia Tech is our opponent later on that night in some CCA Division 1 Rocket League. So, of course, plenty of action still to come up this week, and of course, later on tonight. So hang on tight. We should be up and running in just a few more moments here. Scheduled start time for 9 o'clock, so go get a drink or something, and we'll be back in action very shortly.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This time, we got the AVGL Summer Series. It's the final week for the Saints. And, my name's Nicholas Kermit-Malosh. Beside me, we got Jackson Deprived Brown. How you doing after that break?
I mean, we're doing pretty good, man. It was a really good game one there for the St. Clair Saints green roster in this doubleheader tonight, starting off against Ohio State. So very good stuff there from them, as now we're getting ready to jump into this matchup against University of Windsor club roster just shortly. And couple fair warnings, before we actually get things started off here. There is a huge thunderstorm moving towards our whole production side of things, the main HQ of production right now, aka Danner's apartment. And that is a little bit of an issue right now. So if we do lose power, if everything does go black, that is what happened. So that is a little bit of a heads up there. And now finally moving forward into this matchup, we have your St. Clair Saints green roster currently sitting at 4-2, and University of Windsor are 3-3. I don't think the records will match up as close as what the scoreline of this game will actually be, but I do believe that this is still going to be a great battle between these two teams, and it will be a good final week here. Very important game nonetheless, as it is the final week.
Yes, well, it is YRC, which they are a part of the OCRS, which is another league that our Saints are in, and it's the club team of University of Windsor. It's not University of Windsor's main roster, so it could be there's different outcomes to this. So, I mean, it should be interesting. It should be close. I'm probably 4 or 5 games. Hopefully, we see 5 games, and hopefully the storm doesn't take out our power. But I'm ready for some Rocket League, and we're just about to get ready to hop into this lobby.
Yeah, very excited. You see all these players joining up. We already got Danners in here, alongside Nitrix, Doe, Rodman, Spoods, Thermalax, all of this. So we do actually have Spoods coming in for Kamal here in this game, which is going to be interesting to see. And I'm actually really excited to see how that one plays out.
Yeah, well, that's the roster. All our different leagues, since we're not in the school season yet, different leagues have different rosters. So one league for Saints Green might, like last game, Kamal, Nitrix, Ramen. For AVGL, it's Spoods, Nitrix, Ramen. So,
lots of variety.
Yeah, lots of variety, and we're just trying to test out players, how they work with each other, getting ready for the school year and getting ready for basically, you'd say, the main season. So it adds a little bit of interest.
Getting things underway here now. We do have your St. Clair Saints kicking things off here against this U Windsor squad. Like I was saying, it is a 4-2 record against a 3-3 record right here, with U Windsor being that 3-3 record. And I just feel like the Saints should have a little bit more control over this matchup. And really, I think all the pressure is going to be on, as it is the final week, and that is going to be Spoods coming in here and opening things up nicely for St. Clair, giving them a 1-0 lead, only 26 seconds into the game.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful rotation and beautiful hit by the Saints there to open up the scoring. And I mean, if you're Windsor, you have to make sure that you don't let them get these easy goals. And I mean, St. Clair is going to try to set themselves up for these easy goals. So
yeah, they're really good at dragging players out of rotation to make a goal that was initially hard easier.
Absolutely. And one thing there, Nitrix almost got a shot on goal there, but just a little bit behind the ball, as Windsor is going to try and create something here and push it a little too far.
Yeah, so Nitrix now going to have control of this ball heading towards midfield. Will get it around those U of Windsor players, but he does keep control of that ball. A couple bit of 50-50s up there in the air, and it will ultimately be St. Clair who loses that ball possession and sets up Thermal Axe for a goal. That is U of Windsor now tying things up at 1-1. Here, 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the game, and Thermal Axe just found a good opening there and took advantage of it. Spoods so closely finding that save, but it will be your side of U of Windsor coming in on top there in that play.
And not if you're University Windsor, you have to take advantage of those exact plays. Saints messed up, didn't clear the ball or didn't touch the ball, so you drop down in front of the net for an open net. You have to take advantage of those, and that's exactly what they did. Now we see a tie game, and this should be a close game, close series.
Yeah, I mean, so now Saints not as aggressive, I feel like it's what it's looking like, than what they were up to last series against Ohio. It's looking like they're slowing things down here a little bit and waiting for these better opportunities. And I don't know how I feel about it, because what worked last time around was really working for them.
Yeah, different team. Well, not really different team. You're a different player. So, and depending what their coach told them, maybe slow it down a little bit. But again, I don't remember seeing this YRC team play. So maybe they're just trying to get through the first game and figuring them out first, and then they'll go back to their old game style.
Yeah, for sure. So that is going to be the ball sent over towards midfield for you, Windsor. I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of midfield battles, not even just in this game, and all of the games that we've been on tonight, was a lot of just like pitter-patter back and forth right near the center of the field. And, you know, a little bit less scoring games than what we're usually used to seeing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not what we're used to seeing. Normally we get close games or blowouts. Majority of the time it's blowouts, and I think we're just lucky enough to see that. But again, when we get those close games, I love that. I love seeing other teams push Saints to, you know, game 5, maybe even win a series. I love to see that, and it just makes it to humble us down a little bit, make sure that, hey, we're not the best team, but we're playing good.
Yeah, for sure. So U of Windsor here now, and St. Clair Saints. Time is ticking down with the scoreline tied up at 1 apiece. A minute and 35 remains. I mean, it's not a lot of time. I don't know, we've said it a bunch tonight, but one goal really going to make a huge impact in this game right now.
Yeah, Raman's going to drop that down in front of the net. Going to get a shot on, and Raman's going to steal that from... Oh, no, never mind. I thought Raman stole that. Oh, he did, from Spoods.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it just bonked up his car and went in. So, I mean, definitely not intentional, but your St. Clair Saints are going to find that goal. And like I was just saying before that one went in, one more goal going to make a huge, crucial impact in on this game. And now it's all up to U of Windsor that needs to be on the attack now.
Yeah, University of Windsor doesn't have much time, so they definitely need to get this out of their zone, as that's going to be wide open net for somebody. Big save by Nindo. And
yeah, so it's just going to be Saints control of the ball right now in midfield, looking to get another setup. Going shot on goal, a little too high. Playing off the rebound and a little wide. So that is going to be your St. Clair Saints, still with a 2-1 lead, but time is slowly ticking.
That's going to be a shot on net, and Spoods is going to give them a little bit of a cushion here. 2-goal lead, 51 seconds left. University of Windsor needs something. They need to score right away. They need a kickoff goal, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I completely agree on that one. You would like to give yourself a little bit of time to set up a goal to try to tie it. But for now, I'm thinking Saints are just in beautiful positioning here to close out this game 1.
Yeah, they are, but again, you don't want to get too comfortable, especially even a 2-goal lead with 40 seconds left. That can disappear in a matter of 10, 15 seconds. So definitely need to still play as much defense as possible. But if you can keep it in University of Windsor's end, you can win this game as long as you don't let them get it to your end.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. They are still trying to find a couple shots on goal, and they are just keeping it in that zone in general. And yeah, at this point, if you're U of Windsor, you just kind of want to dump and hope to make a play off it. But it's not looking too well for them, as now they only have 8 seconds to score 2 goals. And I'm saying it's probably going to be the nail in the coffin here now as soon as this ball touches the ground. Your St. Clair Saints will be taking game 1 here of this series.
That's not really a surprise. Well, I mean, it is a surprise, especially with the way YRC are playing, the University of Windsor club team. But again, the offense coming from Saints is just 10 shots in that first game, which normally we see a more aggressive, more offensive pressure. So I think maybe in the next game, we're going to see closer to 15, maybe 17, 18 shots going into game number 2, or maybe the defense and University of Windsor can show us something and maybe they'll get more shots than just 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing right now is for U of Windsor to try to get on the attack a little more, try to get it out of their zone, because even if the Saints aren't really racking up those shots as much as they're used to, they still had a lot of time in possession, and that's really one of the big things as well. So the Saints really looking pretty strong after that game 1 there, but it wasn't as much of a differential between the scores as I expected, to be honest. So U of Windsor definitely putting up a fight here, and I'd like to see them continue to put up this fight like they have been so far.
Yeah, if you're Saints, you definitely want a 3-0 here. Just put yourself maybe a little bit higher in the rankings going into, playoffs. But if you're University of Windsor, you need this win. So I think they're gonna push harder and, do everything they can. They definitely need something, and they need to win. I think this is the most important game for them, for University of Windsor, is to win this.
Yeah, so only a couple minutes until this second game actually does get started here. So we are going to be here for just a couple of minutes as they do get a new lobby created. And yeah, like you were saying, I mean, they would like to just keep up the pressure. I mean, yeah, a win's a win, nonetheless, but you'd like to get that 3-0 win to help with that seeding moving forward. Like we were talking about, as it does come down to record, and then a tiebreaker between records is your game record, right? So that's really important to them here right now. And let's hope that they can just keep up the pressure if you are looking to, if you're on the Saints side of things, you're looking to just keep up the pressure.
Yeah, the pressure from the Saints has been really good, but it's been matched. University of Windsor has matched that. So, again, if you just need to take advantage of what you're doing right, and if you can open up that net, you need to make sure you score that goal for both sides.
Saints really just got very aggressive right away. You saw flying aerials just coming right through from the Saints, trying to find a goal there. It's not going to come through, and but they're just so aggressive here with this pressure right now, and I think we were both anticipating this moving forward in the rest of the series.
Yeah, that's like I said in game 1. I think they are trying to learn their opponent, and then for game number 2, go back to how aggressive they were, just so. Ooh. Maybe change up a style. So, University of Windsor, we're going to be playing like this. So that's what they think. And then all of a sudden, Saints come out and starts playing super aggressive, and University not expected.
Yeah, so we're a minute in, though, and we haven't really seen a goal yet, which is a little different from the last one. We had our first goal just a few seconds into the game. And so now it's really interesting to see how things play out with this one being a little bit slower paced. And this whole series in general, right? I mean, the scoreline after game 1 was 3-1, but it was 1-1 going into the last minute 20. And I mean, I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot different here in this one. So it will be a shot on net, bar down, not gonna go through though for the Saints. Great opportunity.
Yeah, Saints are trying to open up the scoring. We're a minute and a half in and haven't seen any goals yet, so it's definitely not what we normally expect. And University of Windsor are playing excellent, matching Saints and, giving them an opportunity, as Saints are gonna try and start something here.
Yeah, it's ball bouncing around a little bit towards his midfield position still, and it will be the side of St. Clair. Now looking to take this one onto the offensive play. Nice little flick, gonna go over the defender, and goalie just cannot reach it in time. Rahman gonna put the first one on the board here in this game number 2. And that is a huge goal from the Saints, as it was the only one to really go in the first 2 minutes of this game. So St. Clair really playing good, especially considering the play style of this game.
That was a absolute gorgeous fake coming out from Nitrix on the, I believe that was the right side of the goal. And that was a gorgeous switch. Led him to the goal, which gave him a 1-0 lead. And Boots is going to try to redirect that, maybe pick up some speed on it, try to get something going. But Hunted Gaming's going to try and get something started here for University of Windsor. Nindo going to get a shot on goal, but Nitrix there to make a save.
Yeah, and that's going to be Spoods actually getting demoed in the process. So really helped you if Windsor open up that net there for themselves a little bit. Ramen trying to get an aggressive play with the rebound. Not going to come through, though. Right off the post, a little wide from the shot. I believe that was Nitrix. But no, our Spood's going to be coming up here now, trying to pull off something of his own, getting a center. But U of Windsor, they have a really good defense in the crease there, where they will get all three of their players and kind of stack them up in the crease, and it makes it very hard for St. Clair to try to find a goal.
Yeah, that was centered. Unfortunately, nobody was there for University of Windsor, and I think they're going to get a shot here, but it's just going to be a little bit wide. They're starting to get more opportunities than the first game, and just nothing's getting in the net. They can't put anything away yet. I mean, you're coming down to a minute and a half left, and a shot by Spoods, but that's going to be an easy save by Malrex.
Yeah, so Relax is going to be there, and he is just going to be trying to get a little bit more control of the ball. That is going to go into Saints territory. Minute and a half remains. Time is still ticking, of course. And if you're U of Windsor, you're starting to get a little bit more worried, and you really want to find this back of the net here shortly.
Yeah, it's not much time to work with, but it's enough time, and they're getting the opportunities that they need. That's going to be almost a shot on goal, and University of Windsor cannot catch a break. As I say that, Spoods is going to get a shot on goal, but Hunted Gaming's going to make another save, and the offensive pressure right now from Saints is just unbelievable. As I say that, that was a gorgeous pass from Ramen to Spoods.
And Nitrix, and then Ramen again.
Oh, wow. The whole team.
That ball movement was just unreal from the side of the Saints. They just passed it, and it was right there in center. Had U of Windsor out of position, going to result in the goal for the Saints. Now with a 2-0 lead. Nitrix, nice demo there on the Thermalax early into this one. And now only 50 seconds remain. If you're U of Windsor, you got to find a goal, and you got to find a goal here.
Yeah, definitely 45 seconds left. Not where you want to be, down by 2, and it's really unfortunate for them because they did have opportunities and they had their chances, but the ball just didn't want to cooperate. And I mean, this is going to be a center. They're going to get a shot on goal to bring it within 1. Thermorex is going to bring it within 1. 32 seconds left. This is possible.
And that's why the goal from Spoods there was so huge, because it gave that Saints the comfort of U of Windsor. Hey, they can score a goal and they still won't be tied up. So if you're in the Saints' shoes, you're still in good positioning. You just got to keep your defensive pressure up. You know, try to get that ball into U of Windsor zone and just play it off of their zone. You do not want that ball to be in your side of the field at all.
Yeah, definitely not what you want, but University of Windsor is going to try and make a push here. Tried to get something started. We got 10 seconds left, and
Ramen, huge.
St. Clair Saints just cleared that out. They need to keep this up in there and try to get it down the end.
Yeah, Nitrix actually gonna get demoed. Oh my god, that's the opportunity. But the save from Spood's gonna result in that one hitting the ground. Oh my goodness. I thought we were gonna see a last second goal there from U of Windsor for a second.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of salt on the wound there. Unfortunately for University of Windsor, that's just nothing. The ball would not cooperate. And again, we did see more shots from University of Windsor, so that's solid. I think there was 6 shots from them, better than 3. And I mean, if you push that up, they definitely need to take an early lead here and, you know, try to get this comeback. Yeah,
I mean, Saints up now 2-0 on the series. U of Windsor having to pull off a reverse sweep if they do want to come up on top here in this one. But we've seen a lot of low-scoring games, 3-1, then 2-1, right? So at this point, I'd say every single goal is just so crucial.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing that you don't want, as they're gonna get a shot on net. But I think Thermalax maybe got a piece of that to push it wide. But Windsor gonna try and start something. Spoods gets the clear and gonna start something on this end.
Oh, the shot, little too slow, gonna result in Haunted Gaming able to get that save with ease. And that's a nice little redirect there from Spoods, but it will not go. But Ramen off the rebound finds the goal here. St. Clair Saints going to be with the 1-0 lead, 37 seconds into this matchup. Only 4 minutes and 23 seconds remain in the series unless U of Windsor can pick up a game win.
Yeah, that's 37 seconds into the game, and Saints have a early lead. I think Saints are like, we want to put this away. We need this 3-0 series win just to help with the rankings a little bit. And I mean, University of Windsor, they're only down by 1, so I mean, it is possible. We've seen them play and match Saints gameplay, but again, they just haven't had anything going for them. So
yeah, and like I was saying with the, every goal meaning so much, with Rahman with his second, 1 away from the hat trick, gonna give it a 2-0 lead for your St. Clair Saints. And as I was saying, though, with every goal being so crucial because of the low-scoring playstyle that we've seen from these past 2 games, the Saints having a 2-0 lead right now is absolutely huge only a minute into this game.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous setup by Spoods off the backboard, but again, University Windsor needs to score quick. They need to hit back, and they need a little bit of momentum before, again, like a minute left or minute and a half left. They don't have enough. Not that you don't have enough time, but it's not enough time against the Saints. And an early goal here with probably within the next minute and a half, that'd probably benefit them the best. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree on that. They're gonna need some sort of slight momentum before we get down to the final moments of the game. U of Windsor right now battling for it. They have this ball in St. Clair territory, but it's looking like St. Clair is not too fond of this and wants to get this one out as soon as possible. Spood's going to send over to Rahman. Rahman, nice little backflip there to hit the ball, and it's going to center it actually for Nitrix, and he dribbles it over the defender. That's the Nitrix goal with a beautiful pass from Rahman, and that's going to be a 3-0 lead. Loving that play there from the Saints, and they do connect on that one, just dribbling it right over the Thermalax. That's what we like to see from your St. Clair Saints, to advance them to a 3-0 game and make them into inches closer to winning the series.
Yeah, it's definitely not getting easier for University of Windsor. They need something, and they need it quick. 3 goals is a huge comeback, and just slowing the ball down like that is giving St. Clair the advantage, wasting time doing nothing. That's no good for University of Windsor. And moving on, you have to push stuff. You have to make it your game, and you're already down by 3. Nothing can hurt. Even if you go like more goals in, you have to do something to push that first goal.
Yeah, build that momentum, and that they've had a couple great opportunities in the last 15 seconds or so, but nothing going to connect. Either a little missed shot and a little wide, or either Saints in the net. And at that point in time, I mean, it's just making it so difficult for U of Windsor to try to find a goal. St. Clair really making sure that they have somebody in that goal line at all times to make a play. But right now, like we were saying, if you're U of Windsor, you want to find a goal before we get under that 2-minute mark. And here we are now, under that 2-minute mark, and it's getting a little worrisome for U of Windsor. They had a great opportunity right there. The ball was halfway through the net, but it just wasn't enough. And now U of Windsor, time is ticking, and it is ticking fast.
Yeah, that's a nice little play by Nindo. Haunted Gaming is going to bring them within 2. A little late, a minute 35 left. It is, I mean, it's possible, but again, you need to score another quick one. That is a gorgeous goal. And, you opened up the defense. You made the good plays, and you got yourself on the board. So they definitely need to score within the next probably 20 seconds to have a chance.
Yeah, so still a 3-1 scoreline. St. Clair definitely still have that 2-goal cushion. They're definitely still looking pretty solid, just wanting to keep this ball out of their zone as much as possible in this last minute and 20 seconds, where if you're a U of Windsor, you want to put all of your resources onto the attacking side of things right now and just try your absolute best to stop St. Clair from getting any type of ball control and keep it in control this whole time as best you can, and try to find as many shots on net as you can as well. Great shot there, but just a little too wide. Going to result in it going to the St. Clair corner, but that is going to be Nintendo. Oh my god, I didn't realize. But that's going to be Nintendo. St. Clair Saints now winning 3-2. But U of Windsor now have a minute to only score 1 goal. I think they're looking pretty solid.
Yeah, I didn't even realize his name there. I've been too focused, but Like I said, 20 seconds. It was 30 seconds, but still, that's enough time. As I say that, Nitrix had a shot, but Nintendo gets a massive save, and they have some momentum. They could turn this around and score another goal here, tie up the game, bring it into overtime.
Yeah, Nintendo has been making some huge plays here late in this game, really coming up mildly clutch, and that's Nintendo with another one. Just as we were saying that, Nintendo has gone huge for the side of U of Windsor in this Game 3 case scenario, 3-3 scoreline, 40 seconds remain. This next goal is going to be so important here, Kermit.
University of Windsor has all the momentum in their favor. They just need to play defense, try to get it OT. As I say that, that's going to be off the backboard, looking for the double touch, but not going to happen. Oh, again, that's going to be another shot. Thermal, Rex.
St. Clair put their boots on real quick and said, let's get to work.
Yeah, they said, maybe we'll make this interesting, but I mean, we got 15 seconds left. Last goal wins.
Yeah, I completely agree on this one. Last goal does definitely win this game at this point in time. We will most likely be seeing an overtime unless the team can score in these remaining 5 seconds. That's a nice shot there from the Saints to really set up as a floater, but going to get a little redirected wide. Going to be hitting the ground right before. That would have went into U of Windsor net. But it is going to be overtime here now. Last time we saw overtime, Kamal ended it really quick and early in the Game 3 case scenario as well. But it's not going to be the case this time, as Kamal not in the lineup for St. Clair in this one. Going to be all up to the other three, trying to find the back of the net.
Yeah, Saints are going to try and get an opportunity here, but Thermal Rex going to be pushing with the offense, but Spoods slowing it down, trying to get something to happen. Gets it over one defender, but Haunted Gaming's there to keep it in.
Yeah, so now we do see the side of SCC putting it into U of Windsor zone. Can they keep it there? Can they find a good shot opportunity? They almost found one late in the last game, but now they are looking to transition that into an overtime goal. Going to be a great defense from U of Windsor to start things off, though, in this first minute or so, as St. Clair still keeping up their pressure, but it is still proving to be difficult as U of Windsor has really picked up their momentum and putting on a lockdown defense show.
Yeah, that was a massive save. As I see that, Nitrix is going to redirect that pass from Spoods, and St. Clair's is going to take this 3-0.
What a pass.
Oh my god. What a redirect.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. That was such a beautiful play to end things out in overtime there. Game 3 winner going to go to the Saints, and that's going to give them the series. They're going to go 1-0 in CCA for the night and 1-0 in AVGL for the night. Great stuff there from the Saints overall, dominating in 2 different leagues, 2 3-0 wins. I mean, we saw a lot of really close games, I'm going to be honest, but the Saints just clutched up in every one of them and just took it.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking like the earlier game against OSU is they played great. They just didn't have the opportunities given to them, and the ball wouldn't just go their way. If the ball would have went their way just once, this whole series could have been different. We could be seeing Game 5.
Yeah, I completely agree on that one there. So that was going to be the final week of the AVGL Summer Series. Going to put your St. Clair Saints green to a 5-2 record and move down U of Windsor to a 3-4 record. So good stuff there from the Saints to come out on top with over a double positive record there in this league, and they're really hoping to move that forward into the playoffs, I believe. Not too caught up on the AVGL playoff system and whatnot there, but we will be able to talk about that a little bit more moving forward. And I know you guys all got a little bit of a schedule break during the in-between these two games. We're going to jump back into that real quick, just touch on it really quickly for any new viewers in here. So for July 25th, that being tomorrow, you can catch me and Kermit. I believe he's on here with me again tomorrow, doing some more AVGL Summer Series action. And then we got our initial peek at the League of Legends team July 28th, that being the Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the DreamHack Beyond tournament. That is the Collegiate Invitational. And then more Rock League action on the 28th. I don't have a lot of details on that one. I'm not 100% on that school's logo, and I'm not 100% on it's Oakland? Oakland, okay. And I'm not 100% on what league that's in, but that will be Wednesday, July 28th at 8 p.m. EST. And then the following day being the Thursday, 6 p.m. once again, following up on some more League of Legends action in that DreamHack Beyond Collegiate Invitational. Finally, moving on to the end of the schedule here, moving forward, some more action on Thursday. This being Rock League, though, later in the night against Georgia Tech Esports in the CCA Summer Series League. And I believe, is that one on the CCA Summer Series channel? No, we'll have it on here. That's just where the league is at. Anyways, yes, that is going to be us playing Georgia Tech Esports July 29th. So those are all your upcoming matches here for that one. And one more quick shout out to our sponsors as we do wrap things up here. St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, Zekelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Like I was saying, wouldn't be possible to put on this production without them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as well. We would not be able to do it without you guys as well. Coming in here, supporting the broadcast means a lot. Everyone, my name is Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Maloche. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will catch you all on the next one. Have a good night.